Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju. This is going to be a collective reading for humanity, okay? First, I just kind of want to start just a little bit of I don't know if it's downloads, channeling, or what, but before I even start flipping any cards. I don't know what it is. Okay, I can't put my finger on this. It just feels like there's just so much energy leaving and coming through, like coming back or coming in and then leaving. It seems very, how do I say this? Very busy spiritually. And I know it's not like Halloween or anything. We did just have we're still in the Christmas star. So there's something about that. But there's something about, or the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. I just feel like there's a lot of spiritual chatter, if that makes sense, like noise or spiritual chatter. One's coming in, one's going out. Yeah, it's intense. Let's see. Who wants to speak? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What is this spiritual chatter? What is all this coming in and going out? What is this? It's like you know, like the eye of a needle, or like the okay, it's kind of like trying to put a straw through the eye of a needle. That's how busy, if that makes sense. Like an actual straw through the eye of a needle. It's really compact, really tight. Very well, it's confusing, but it's also enlightening at the same time. But then we also have a lot of energies coming in, because it has to always be balanced. These energies must always be balanced. And it's not just spirit, like, spirits or, spiritual type stuff. Well, it's all spiritual, but it's also like, there is a crescendo that's coming. Like how do I say it? The precipice, or like we're being squeezed, like us, in the 3D, okay, living world, and then us in the spiritual, and then we have in other worlds and dimensions. It's like this is a big squeeze that's going to lead to a big crescendo, if that makes any sense. Like you hit like a peak, or like the how do I explain this? It's like it's got me like all kinds of messed up right now. How do I explain this? Real tight, compact, being compressed. It's almost like faces itching and tingling. It's like it's charged. It's going to be very charged, like electrically or energetically charged. Um, I need something to write with. One sec. Before I even get to any of that, I need 1 second. I need a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or something. 1 second. Here we go. I think the next little bit of time here, meaning like, I don't know the time frame, but I feel like it's going to be relatively intense. Okay. Our I know this doesn't look like anything to you guys, but this helps me relax as I'm focusing in. It's like, okay, so you have a needle, right? Okay, I'm not very good at drawing. And so, like, here's the eye, right? And it's like all of this energy is going through it, okay? And then we got all this energy over here on this side. It's almost like swapping of energy, or like a, you know how like when you buy something and you return it to exchange it for something else? There's an energetic exchange between one side and the other, but I think it's between dimensions or realms rather. So this side's also doing the same thing at the same time, and there's things that are crossing over that are not, they're not supposed to. I know that sounds really scary, but that's, I gotta say it. There are things that are crossing over that into this plane of existence that are not necessarily supposed to, and then which is creating an issue because it changes the charge, or how to explain this, the charge of spiritual, like a spiritual charge, and then the ones that need to go this way can't go this way all the time, because they're on either side. See how one's longer than the other, one's more than the other. It's supposed to be an energetic exchange. There's like something about there's supposed to be a certain amount of souls at any given one time on either side that must be balanced. That may not make sense to anybody. There's something, but there's something that we're coming up to. I don't know. There's something that we're coming up to. There's something to that's coming. That we need to pay attention to. There's something that there's blocked communications. There's blocked communications. I don't know. There's something like checkers. It's like a 3D board game, or like a multi-layered board game. One side is playing one side, one pawn. I don't know if that makes sense. And another side is playing the other side of the other pawn. But they're all trying to go through the same direction at the same time, through the same eye of the needle at the same time. But they can't, because it's throwing out of balance. There must always be maintained a balance. Then there's something about, like, how do I explain this? There's like one sheet of existence, another sheet of existence. Okay, like the game Pong. Okay, but it's not the game Pong, if that's even what it's called. But it's like being stuck between the two, and this right here, the ones through that, like this would be the eye of the needle, right? And it's getting so crowded, okay, so filled up, where what needs to go through can't go through. What needs to come through this way can't go through. It's blocked, just like being energetically or spiritually, not to be crude, but constipated. I know that sounds gross, but that's how it's like it's getting clogged, very, very highly congested. So the ones that are, and other ones that are on the outside of this, okay, the ones that are on the outside are seeing this as an opportunity to come through, because there's no, there's like cross-firing or cross-wiring here spiritually, and it's throwing the balance, okay? So the ones here, okay, are trying to get through here. Then there's ones here that are trying to get through. Then there's ones on the outside on one side that are trying to get through, and they're not supposed to do that. And then there's, and so if they get through, okay, so they kind of, how do I say this? Not hijack, but kind of hitch a ride. Because they can't get in this way, so they hitch a ride from these ones. spirits, energies, forces, whatever, that kind of piggyback or hitch a ride to get through here, and then they're in. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but it's really, really intense, and I'm really trying really hard to like convey it appropriately. There's gonna be, from now till 2024 to, like, I don't know, 2036, anywhere between these times here, there's going to be a lot going on. I mean, a lot. Spiritually, energetically, interdimensional stuff, ultra-dimensional, whatever, and from outside of our solar system. There's also going to be things of like a quantum leap. And I literally mean a quantum leap. Not like the show, but I actually mean like an actual quantum leap that we've never seen or have any real recorded history, like true recorded history from back, I guess, like Darwinism, right? Or like we went from, being upright. Like it's going to be like that. It's going to be major. There's going to be a language that we're going to be taught. Some type of language. There's going to be some type of language. It's language without language. Without words. It's language without words. We're actually going to be taught. And it's almost like imperative for our survival. There's something about our survival with that. It's like, it's an evolutionary jump, but it's I don't even want to say this, but there's going to be something that's going to cause us to either survive or die. Okay? Like, we either survive, we evolve, or we die. And I mean, not just with the basic, like, I'm not saying basic, because it's not basic, it's very important, but, like, the climate change. But this, I'm talking about, like, oxygen. I'm talking about water security. I'm talking about, obviously, food security. There's a reason, and we're going to be helped with this. But it's going to cost us dearly, because we're going to have to change what it means to be human. We're also going to have to change, it's going to really do like a quantum leap in our evolutionary path, like we've never seen before. And there's something about a language, without words, it's almost like our vocal cords are going to change. And our ears are going to, I don't know, they're showing me like weird things about the ears, where the ears, not like they're non-existent, they're there, but they're not like what we know as ears. This is going to sound weird, but I don't know if this is necessarily between those dates or those years that I gave, but it's going to be something like where we absorb substance through, what is it, like osmosis, where it like absorbs it in the skin. I don't know if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but they're just showing me this. It may not be through that time, those years, the 2024 and 2036. But there's going to be something that happens during that time that's going to... hold on, give me another pen. It's going to have us needing to do that. There's something that's going to be triggered. Oh, I have that pen. Hold on, I need a bit. Or pencil. I need a pencil. To where we're going to need to do that. We're going to need to find new ways of what it means to be human how to communicate, how to eat, how to absorb food. There's something about our ears too. It's not that we can't hear. It's like almost like there's not going to be a need to hear. There's something about that though. But there's a charge to the air, and I've been feeling that there's a charge to this air, in the air rather since 2015. It was like it was thick. It's not like thick, like dense, but like palatable. Like you can actually taste it, you can hear it, you can smell it. When I received this message about that it was time to prepare. Something majorly is going to be coming our way now, but I feel like it's gonna, whatever it is, and I don't know if all these evolutionary changes are gonna happen within that time frame. But there's going to be significant reasons to, and maybe be like, or like almost like on the precipice, that's going to lead up to a crescendo of some kind. Something a lot about time as well. They're saying transverse time. But they want me to go back to this. Okay, so whatever this is, these things, these whatever, and okay, they've been waiting for an opportunity to go through this eye of a needle, okay? But they're having to, I don't know how they're getting in though, but I think it's because it's so much energy. There's so much energy that's building up here, okay? There's so much of this energy that's building up here that is starting to create like little, I wouldn't say holes, like kind of like Swiss cheese, I guess. I don't know. But there's something of like tunnels, like little tunnels, okay? Because there's so much buildup of energy. It's like, because there's just so much. There's so much that are going in, and so much that have to are going out, coming back in, back and forth. That it is there's so much of a charge here, and it's causing like these little tiny tunnels or like these little holes that these things can get in. And then when these are in here that are going back in, they hitch a ride. They're almost like parasitic, but they're not. They're not like an actual parasite. I don't know what's going why they're showing me this, but if NASA, they need to be mindful of what they're bringing back. But I feel like this is also very spiritual too. But there's something about the charge here. Maybe it's even dimensionally, where there's like, I don't know what it looks like tunnels, like little tunnels. Dimensionally, maybe, and these things, they're almost kind of like parasitic, but they wouldn't see it that way. They don't see it. They don't see themselves that way, but we would technically. Okay, energetically, I guess. I mean, I don't know if these are actual physical things. Could be. Okay, could be, but it's like we would see them as parasitic. They would not say it that way. They don't say it that way. It's like, what is like the suckerfish, okay? Like the suckerfish that kind of attaches to like the shark or cleans its gills. They have kind of like, there's a relationship that's called. That's how they view themselves. Very scientific, but very like spiritual, but scientific. But not like spiritual, like happy or like blissful or divine information. It's more of like, it's like they feed on it, but they're very scientific, like logical. But so they don't call themselves this. They wouldn't want to be called that. But we humans would, or whatever, we would perceive it that way. But we need to be mindful how we're tunneling. Tunneling. I don't know, something about tunneling. Whatever that means. So, because there's just so much. There's just so much. It's like, it feels like, I don't know, I almost want to say spaghetti. But it's like trying to, how do I say this? It's like trying to unmix cake batter after you've already mixed it. That's how it is. If that makes sense. It's like, but the cake batter is like, energy, tangible, like quantum energy. Then it's like spiritual energy. Then it's like collective energy. Then it's like cosmic energy, like actual like cosmic rays or photons or whatever, right? So it's like all of it, and even dimensionally, and it's like all of that converging at one point that is getting highly like, what's the word? like constipated, it's kind of like backed up. And so these things that are on the outside, okay, because they want to get in, but they've been shielded or blocked to get in, okay, but because there's so much energy, or there's so much energy put into this, or so much energy collectively, okay, because of souls that are leaving out, or energy that's leaving out, and the energy that needs to come back in, different energies, it's almost like a you feel refreshed, right? After you've been hot, it's been hot outside all day, and you spritz yourself with, I don't know, it's like a quickening, right? So this is what's happening, if that makes any sense. But there's something on the outside on their side, okay? Well, it's not like them or theirs, but it's more like on a veil there, on this other veil. Right, hell, it could even be protons or something like that. Something actually like an energy. I mean, they are an energy, but it's like they are so intelligent, so logical, so advanced, whatever it is. Okay, they wouldn't see themselves as parasitic. We would though, and so because of all this tunnels, I don't know, something about tunneling, they're able to get in somehow, and then they're hitching rides on the ones coming in. And then when they get here, now I don't know if this is births, okay? And I don't know if they're births, okay? New, like souls, or reincarnation or whatever, or if this is just energies that are coming in to assist, or other protons crossing this barrier. Okay, I don't know, but these things are hitching a ride because they're able to tunnel through, because there's tunnels that are opening. Okay, and so when they get here, they're going to want to feed. Okay, I know this sounds really weird, and it's really intense. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but just bear with me. Okay, but there's something about these things on the outside that they're able to find their way in. And when they do, like, things start to break, like electronics start to break. They feed off electricity, but then they also feed off of I would say fear, but like when you get startled, not so much if you're just scared of something, but like if you actually get scared, like startled, like the shock value, this is going to be like a shock value. There's going to be a crescendo though, because these protective barriers are weakening because there's just so much congestion. So it's building up a charge, like static, but it's really, you can feel it. You can feel something's coming. You can feel that it's not balanced. There has to be a certain amount on this side that has to match this side. Okay? And it has to be balanced at all times. It's not being balanced. And because of that, there's a congestion and it's not being balanced, it's creating what is it like what is it called when there's like a reactor, but it's like it's overheating, or it gets to a certain level and then it like goes boom, kind of like that, but not necessarily a reactor. but it's energy, right? So there's something about that. So I don't know. Make sure you drink water, ground the best you can, be mindful. I think people are going to start seeing these things a lot more, because not all of them I'm not talking bad about anybody who has passed from COVID or any other thing at any other time. And I'm not saying that they're stuck here. So just hear me out, okay? But because there's such an influx of this energy and it's getting so congested, some of them can't get that where they're supposed to go. And the ones that are supposed to come this way can't get here either. And the ones that can, these things are kind of waiting in the wings to kind of hitch a ride. It's like, when you're walking through the grass, like tall grass, right? Or like you're walking through the woods and then those little spiky little barbs, right? They kind of hitch a ride. They're seeds. They kind of hitch a ride. It's kind of like that. But I don't necessarily feel like they're spiky. Okay? But let's say they are. And they're kind of waiting here. Okay? So when these come through, they hitch a ride. Right on in. I know this doesn't make any sense. Okay. All right. They want me to move on. They want me to go to this time. Okay. All right. What about this time? What about it? Okay. They're talking about the evolutionary jump again. Technologically, we'll have to be matched technologically, but also spiritually in some. We're going to become more logical. But there's going to be factions. Okay, there's going to be factions. There's going to be some that are going to be very logical, very highly scientific, and there's ones that are going to be highly, highly spiritual, like perpetually like tapped in. They're saying they cannot not be tapped in. I guess if these would be like our modern day oracles, but like way more advanced. If that makes sense. There's going to be a need to do like some type of evolutionary where we're going to almost like eat through our skin. That sounds so weird. I don't know. What is that, osmosis maybe? I don't know. We're going to eat through our skin. Something about the ears too. So if like the ears like this, right? I don't know. The ears like that, right? It's going to be more like this. Like this part will be unnecessary. If that makes sense. So it'll be not that, it'll be like this. Whatever that means. I don't know if that means something. I feel like that means something different. But that's what they're showing me. Maybe they're using the ear thing to show me this. I don't know. So if anyone knows what this is, like what this is, if that means anything, I don't know. Something about that. They're saying to pay attention to the animals and their habits. There's going to be something about the animals. I mean, obviously we've seen a lot going on with the animals. But there's going to be something with the animals that we need to pay attention to, especially with the birds. Pay attention to the birds. Watch their movements. They're showing me white owl. A white owl. Solid white owl. I don't even know if that's a real thing. Might be. large white owl. There's a pay attention to look out or pay attention to a large white owl. I don't know if that's an actual. I mean, I know owls are real, but a solid white one. I don't know if that's real. There's gonna be a So there's something about a large white owl. Something about the ears being different, or this symbol. If this is a symbol, maybe they're showing me the ear because this is what it kind of favors, or what it might look like. But there's going to be something about either the ears or this symbol looking thing about a large white owl. Like, pay attention, watch the animal migration, especially the bird migration. But there's going to be a large white owl for some of you. I don't know if that's going to be for everyone. But there's something that we're going to see happen as a collective, maybe in our dreams or like see with our physical eyes. But there's also going to be like some type of evolutionary jump, or there needs to be an evolutionary jump because of being able to eat through our skin, and because of something about the birds and their flight patterns or their movements, but also how they eat or what they eat. Pay attention to how the birds eat or what they're eating. They're saying this has happened before, it'll happen again. But we need to pay attention. Right now, we need to pay attention. Not only like obsess. They're saying don't obsess, but pay attention. Watch what they do, not what they say. Also, they're saying watch what they don't do. Between now and now. Okay, between now and 2024, and then 2024 and 2036. Because there's going to be something that is going to need to change our evolutionaries. There's something that's going to be triggered in an evolution of the human body, or the human, species. Because it needs to, but again, they keep bringing me back to these birds. I don't know, they're showing me like blackbirds, like just a whole different type, all kinds of different birds. Like blue jays, magpies, I think that's what they're called. Ravens. There's a I think it's a raven, but it's like black, and then it has like a white, like, collar. I don't know. But it's an all black bird, but it has like a white collar looking thing on it, and maybe like on its stomach here, it's white. But there's something about that bird too. Yeah. Okay, they're showing me the Vatican, the Pope. I don't know what this means. They want me to say Opus Dei. I don't know if that means anything. That sounds slightly familiar, but I don't know what that means. Opus Dei, I don't know what that means. But it sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know I don't know what that means. Beginning, maybe, or something. There's going to be something discovered and revealed, pretty significant, by the Vatican. I don't think the Pope that we have now is going to be the same Pope we have in the next 2-3 years. So there's going to be some type of new Pope. But he's not going to be an actual Pope. He's going to be a Pope, but not a Pope. So there's going to be like a changing of the guard in the papacy. I think that's how you said papacy. Like I don't know. Like a wolf with a man's head. I don't know. Something like that. But they're showing me like a big wolf. So, I don't know, just pay attention to that. There's gonna be something coming from the Pope though, before he changes guard. There's gonna be something that's gonna come out about the Pope, or come out about Vatican, or some type of major news that's gonna go across the globe about something has relating to the evolutionary path, or these birds, or this white owl. Like, it's a large white owl. It's a weird one. But I don't think that's for everyone though. That it might be for somebody else. I don't know. Or for someone who might watch this. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this to YouTube. This is just highly strange. I mean, it's not like the strangest reading I've ever had, or inclinations, or whatever you want to call it. Just pay attention. They're going to find a lot of lost things, like, very quickly, kind of uncanny. Oh, all of a sudden we find this, and all of a sudden we find that. It's not that they're finding them, they're just not releasing it. I feel like the Vatican, or like the Pope or whatever, before he leaves guard, because I feel like something's going to happen with him. He's going to reveal something. He's going to release, I don't know, he's going to release something from catacombs. I don't know, something about catacombs or tunnels. I don't know, but it's like underneath. Like there's something underneath. I don't know. It's not, maybe it's a cage. I don't know. There's something there, but there's something underneath. Like, I'm really bad at drawing. I don't know, something underneath. Or there's like a supercomputer or something. There's like some type of information. It's like a supercomputer, like a super conscious computer thing, or like a living library of some kind that's been kept from the people. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. But there's something, I don't know, this kind of looks like DNA. Wouldn't that be like a living library DNA? Like sequencing. I don't know, something about that. I don't know, I wish I knew what this was though. There's something about this here. I don't know. You know that game? I don't know if you guys have ever played this. It's like when I used to have to go to vacation Bible school all the time. Anyways, it was like this thing where you would go, here's the church, here's the steeple, open all the doors and see all the people. There's something about that. I don't know why they wanted me to do that, but they wanted me to do that. So, there you go. There's something underneath. I don't know what it's called, but there's a church, or there's like the Vatican, or there's a steeple. There's something underneath, like directly underneath that, under the ground, but it's really important because they want me to understand it's right underneath it, like straight down, like perfect line. Or it leads to something, like there's something, like a passage that leads to something right underneath that area. Well, something's going to be released. I don't think this Pope's going to last much longer. I mean, I'm not wishing him bad by any means. I'm just saying, I'm not wishing anyone bad. I just don't think that he's going to make it very much longer, like health-wise, or something. Something's going to happen with him. Or there's something, maybe not, I don't know. But there's something something's going to happen where there's going to be a changing of the guard. And I don't know why they're saying changing of the guard, but maybe there's something like that. It's going to be from this time to this time, or from now until 2036, or from now until 2024. There's something about that. There's going to be major, like strong points of change in human, like the human anatomy, how we relate to things, what it means to be human, philosophies, or maybe a lot of us become more logical, then some of us become more like hyper spiritual. And I don't mean like spiritual like in a faith-based type of thing, but like so tapped in. You cannot not be tapped in, if that makes any sense. There's something that we really need to pay attention to about that tunneling. Okay? Pay attention to what we're doing with tunnels. Okay? Whether that's like really, really small ones or really, really big ones. But we need to pay really close attention to what we're doing with that, because we need to be very, very careful, because whatever those they're trying to hitchhike their way back in, I don't think it'll be very good. Also, they're saying again, something that NASA is doing, or one of these like secret programs, secret programming. They know something. I'm sure they know a lot of things, but there's something specific around tunneling. It's like almost like crossing tunnels, or but they need to be very, very careful, because I don't know why they want me time tunnels. I don't know. This is just what the time tunnels. Something about time tunneling. There's going to be major advances in that, but we need to be very, very careful, because of these hitchhikers, right? Or of these things that are trying to like these like, almost like parasitic type deal. We need to be very, very careful with that. But there's going to be something that's going to come out from the Vatican. They're bringing me back to that again. It's going to be really, it's going to be really, really intense. All right, I need to stop doing this. Okay. All right. So if anyone knows what this is, it kind of looks like an ear to me. That they were showing me this ear, but there's something about this. This could be an ear. This could be a symbol. I don't know what it is. So if anyone can figure that out, that would be cool. All right. Let's see. I'm going to dig a little deeper. What is this thing about the Vatican or the Pope? Show me the Pope. Show me the Pope. What's going to happen with the Pope between now until 2036? Show me the Pope, please, Spirit. Show me the Pope. Lord. Not the Lord of Love, or will come off as a Lord of Love, but taking a different direction. Not really offering peace. There's going to be a new papacy, though. Who claim themselves Lord. And promise peace, but there will be misfortune. Anything else? Show me this Pope. They'll claim divinity. They're asking you to ask the divine about it, though. Anything else, Spirit, about this Pope? Thoughts? Time, Father Time, end of time? Or the thoughts of something? There's a new paper, like, what is that, a scroll? Okay, there's something going on with the Pope that's trying to ask. Consult the divine. Is this true? Something about a scroll. Or scrolls. Something about time, or transforming time, ending time. Yeah, to not be naive. Or frivolous with time. Don't play with time. Yeah, size, but coming out cross this way. Or like reverse, but cross. Not wanting to wait. thinking that you can rule time. Be of service. To love. Or that's what they'll claim. Anything else, please, about this Pope? What's going on with this? Scholar in reverse, not getting higher knowledge, not knowing the ins and outs, being somewhat careless. Size in reverse again, still not wanting to wait, trying to speed it up, trying to study or was studying but thinking that you know something, but there's something that's not understood about it, about this time thing or about this Pope. Anything else about this Pope, please? This Pope or the next one? From now until 2036. Yeah. Prison. Something's going to be unleashed from prison. You have prison in reverse. Because of out of patience. Okay. There's that. Show me. What are these, what's this Paris? Hold on, they want me to use a different deck. What is this, what are these hitchhiker things? What is this? What is this energetic, like, static or build-up? What is this spiritual or energetic or quantum build-up? What is this? What is this crescendo? Show me the eye of the needle, please. What is this? Tell me more. Be specific. Show me this eye of the needle. Show me these parasitic things. What is this? What do they want? Innovation in reverse. So there's something that we don't need to create or we don't understand about our creation. Infinite. See? Infinity. Aquarius season. Then we have a weapon here. I don't know what this is called. What is this, like the Ankh or something like that? But it's in reverse. There's something that we need to pay attention to. But this is also, I want to say this, Jupiter and then Aquarius. So we're in the age of Aquarius right now. Well, in the precipice of the age of Aquarius. And we are still in this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So there's something that we need to stop trying to create. Because it's not going to be good. Stop messing with things we don't understand. Anything else, please, about this needle or this eye of the needle? Yeah, manipulation in reverse. Again, more Sagittarius. I believe that's Sagittarius. Or not Sagittarius, but Jupiter. And here we have the Ankh, and we have the Pharaoh, or the pharaohs here. Stop trying to resurrect those. I think they're taking, like, I'm not sure about this, but it feels like they're trying to mess with, like, DNA of, like, mummies. To clone or something like that. I don't know. Don't manipulate innovation. Or don't invent something that manipulates something. We also have the 8 here for infinity as well. Because if you turn it this way, it's infinity. But see how this is unbalanced? Same thing like I was saying, it's unbalanced. Anything else, please? Anything you want to say, Spirit, for the collective of humanity? Anything you want to say for the collective? Anything you want to say for the collective, please? Anything you want us to know? Well, there's a lot of secrets. Another 8. Secrets around Egypt as well. Look, there's geometric shapes here that are like crossing intersections. There's transformations, but there needs to be a balancing of these elements here. Things are like knotted or interwoven. But see how this is like, it's getting tighter? There's secrets though. There's a lot of secrets about secret feminine. Maybe they're trying to erect a sacred feminine. I don't know. Anything else, please, you want the collective of humanity to know, please? Anything else you want the collective? Optimism here. They're very enthusiastic, or they think that they can. They're very. This is like a sigil here. Capricorn energy. Capricorn's the mermaid, and the unicorn, and then there's harps here with drinking and barley. 9 talks about almost done with the completion of a cycle. There's like secrets around completion, getting close to completing a cycle. Is there anything for the collective of humanity that you would like us to know? Well, they're here completing of an age, but cycle. Anything else about the collective of humanity to know? Thank you. Yeah, appreciation. There's going to be a change in fortune and abundance. Pay attention to the birds. The way they change. The way they sing as well. Follow the sparrows. I think that's what those are. Follow the sparrows. Yeah. And we have detachment of the mind, or becoming detached from the emotions and only coming from the mind. I'm also getting ships of some kind, some type of ships. And then we have 1111 here, which is like a gateway. Anything else, please, for the collective of humanity, please? Anything else for the collective? Criticism sideways. Okay, you see how they're pointing to the throat? There's going to be a change in the way we see things, but the way things are observed. With one eye, with the all-seeing eye, or with the eye of the intuition. But there is pointing to the throat. There's going to be a change in communication. We're going to see the dawning or the blossoming of a new age. Anything else for the... Okay. Escape. Okay. Here, to me, that's like the mermaid, or like Pisces, okay? Or, well, Capricorn as well. But there's going to be... See, there's like movement or chariot. But be mindful how we travel. There's some... I don't know if this is 2 people or 1 person with like 2 heads and 4 arms. Meditation is going to bring the answers, or there's going to be some type of communication from like the Dalai Lama, or from like these mystics in Tibet, to like the Pope as well. There's going to be a time. There's going to be a time too. Something about Poseidon. Okay, we have flirtation in reverse, and then we also had affair in reverse. It's like, don't flirt with disaster and secrets. Don't betray. Look, there's a comment here, and also number 5. Right here. 2 5s, so 55. So 11, 11, 88, and 55. 9, 9 as well. But there's something about, see, there's like this one, the shooting star that's shooting up, and then one, like a comet passing by. There's more than one star location. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this almost looks like a boulder to me. Then there's like a reflection, like a mirror here, like a portal or walking through. Pay attention to that. They're trying to keep this from us. So pay attention to the birds. Appreciate the birds. Appreciate the bounty, the way they change, the way they eat, the way they sing as well. But yeah. Anything else, please, for the collective of humanity? Anything else you'd like to share for the collective? Thank you. Control, Capricorn energy. I believe this is Jupiter in Capricorn. Completion of a cycle. The world snake. Things come circling back. Beginning and then the end are the same. I don't know what this means, but I feel like this is important too. Beginning and end, maybe? But his eyes are closed. Not willing to see something. Not wanting to see something. It talks about control. Hidden hand of control. They're trying to stop people from speaking. There's not going to be a need to actually verbally speak. It's going to be like a shock value. People are not going to be able to speak about it. Anything else, please, for the collective? Discovery. Again, Egypt. Exploration. Underneath, there's going to be something discovered. An ancient resurrected mummy from underneath the waters. Where is this located? I don't know if you guys can see that or where this is at. I guess that would be Africa, Antarctic, but it's like way out in the ocean. I almost feel like it has like a charge to it. But see how big this is? I mean, I realize this is probably closer, but it looks like it's like a large thing. Like, huge. Anything else? Yeah, discrimination here. Transformation. This is the, be mindful of the fox, promising transformation and peace. Or, we're going to be able to fly above the fox, the sly fox, for transformation. Definitely have the feminine energy. Make sure that we do our due diligence, but it's like resurrecting. I feel like they're going to do something with mummy's DNA. I don't know, and try to like clone it or something. Maybe even like a feminine energy. But there's like, I want to say there's a giant in the ocean. That's a woman. Or feminine. That they're going to find like a sarcophagus or like a mummy. I don't know. Something like that. There's something major in the ocean though. Obviously that's kind of like, we've only, discovered only a small portion. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anything else? Rebellion. Because of this information, the transformation we're trying to take, we're going to overthrow cities. Another 11. Something happened November 11th, 2011. That we don't quite know about yet. Or it's going to come up about that date. Anything? Show me this discovery. What's going to be discovered? What is this discovery? Show me the discovery, please. What is this? Excitement in reverse. If they're not excited, they don't want people to blow the whistle about this. They don't want, there's a tower here. They don't want people to shine light or blow a whistle about this, but there's news coming. But they're not excited about this, or trying to keep this hush hush, or to stop people from talking about this discovery. Anything else, please, about this discovery? Okay, we have, I think this one came up first. Negotiations. Okay, Libra, they're trying through the courts. More, I want to say this is Jupiter, but they're trying to keep it hush hush and make negotiations with the finders or with other scientific people, but things are not being protected. There are things that need to be more protected. There's going to be something coming up in Aries season that it's going to be like projected, almost like this is like a window or like a projection screen. But something isn't protected. The negotiations isn't protected appropriately. So that's an issue. And that's an issue regarding this discovery. They're afraid of the excitement. They're afraid of the excitement that a whistleblower would cause regarding this discovery. Okay, tell me more about this discovery, please, Spirit. Authority. Capricorn, they're trying to take control over this. There's something about this, though, with the Red Cross and Jehovah Witnesses, but then it has like all these other symbols. I don't know if I think these are like on a coin. There's like a boat. I don't know what these symbols are, but there's like sigils too. But then there's like what is it called? Like Hebrew. Religious authority. They're okay. That might be why the Pope's coming in, because of religious authority on how to release this, because of the fear of the excitement that this would cause about this new discovery. Yeah. Extremism. Wait, what does that say? Yeah, excuse me, enterprise in reverse. This was fated, it's a hand of fate. This was fated to happen, but it's in reverse. They're trying to stop the hand of fate. You can't. This is meant to happen. Also, big corporations are in bed with the churches that are trying to slow this down to buy some time. But I feel like whatever this Pope is going to reveal is because he realized that one, either it's going to save his life because, okay, now he's came out with this information so you can't kill him. Or it's going to be almost like a deathbed confession. Anything else, please? I don't know. Anything else about this discovery? Defense. 3 horses. The 3 horsemen? 3 of the horsemen. 7 swords. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swords. So trying to walk away or get to calmer waters, no more battling, but they're really protective over this discovery here. They're silencing people really hard about this, but I feel like the religious authority and like contractors or enterprises like corporations are doing this too. But I feel like the Pope, like the current Pope, he one of 2 things. He's either going to release it because it's quote unquote protects his life, or it's gonna be like a deathbed confession, or somebody here who's in that one of those vicinities, or both of them, because I kind of feel like they're in bed together or something. They're going to someone's gonna blow the whistle about it. They're trying to silence it because it has something to do with our evolutionary process. But this has been a major discovery about something in the ocean, something really, really large. I don't know. Oh. Convention. They want to keep things as the same. You see how this kid is like trapped inside this, is underground. There's trees underground. But it's the ending of a conventional way. Because 10s are about completions. Or I just said it's ending of a home. Like on a larger scale. Completing of a cycle. What are these things? They don't want me talking about that. Okay. Alright, fine. But I want to know. No? Okay. Show me and tell me what is discovery, please. No more loss. Be mindful of the omen. They're trying to keep this from you. You see how one house is up, one house is down? It's like a flipping. Things are going to flip. Like this. What's alive will be gone, and what's gone will be alive. Okay. Or there won't be any more loss. It's almost like no more death in a way, but not in the same way. Yeah, principle. Again, divine order, the balancing between the two. Now we have 3 9s. How many stars? 1, 2, 3. 8 stars. It's a religious walking through a gate of 8 stars. It's a principle thing. There's principles or like divine order or divine principles. Anything else, please? Jupiter. Again, I think that's Jupiter. This is also Sagittarius' house. Then we have fulfillment in reverse. Again, it's like what's up will be down and what's down will be up. I don't know. I'm not sure what that sign is. I want to say it's Jupiter, but I'm not sure. Could be Saturn, but I'm not sure. There's something about this. Pointing. There's a hook, a clover, 5870, a knife. The merchant. Selling of goods or selling of ideas. Oh, it kind of looks like mathematics to me and hieroglyphics in a way. 3. We have 3 3, 6, and 9, and 5, 8, 7, 0. The key or direction, a clover, a butterfly. I don't know what that is. Maybe Libra symbol. Hook. Sun. I don't know what that is either. Okay. What is... Show me these principles then. What's the principle? Or tell me more. What's the principle? Okay. We have impulsiveness in reverse. They don't want it to be hasty. They don't want things to be rushed in. They don't want people to come in and go off. They don't want people to... The truth is being blinded from us because the cross is crooked. Can't make this shit up because of the organization. It's the reaping what they sow. They're not quite ready for harvest yet. So there can be an ending of a cycle. So they're keeping things secret because they're not quite ready for harvest based on principles, religious principles or doctrination. And their cooperation with these organizations and these like big businesses or like industrial complexes. There's something that they're working on. I don't know. Anything else, please? Show me these organizations. Show me the organizations, please. Concentration. But this is the devil on the lips. This is 7 swords. So deception, lies. They're weaving of stars. Or the lies that we weave or the tales that we weave. But their deception lies upon the lips. There's a star in the webs of lies, but there's a center point. Weaving, I'm just getting weaving of stars or weave. I don't know. They're trying to weave fate. I don't know. Anything else? But they're saying that is speculation. But there's something about the all-seeing. There's something about the all-seeing eye here. The philosopher, astrologer, the alchemist, and I can't read that. Vertalis. I don't know. And then it has. I don't know if you guys can see that. A king will be named, and so will a queen. Center of the universe and all the signs. But the star here is the star here that's being woven. Okay, I'm really tired now. I think there is so much more. I could keep going. But I think I'm tired now. There's something. Let me see. Hold on. Spirit, tell me about the stuff that's coming for humanity, please, concerning this Pope, this discovery, and these, these industrial complexes. Show me the organizations, the discovery, and the church. They're divorcing each other, broken contracts between the two. Not a good match, not a good marriage. Can't contain their ambitions or their lust or greed or tension. Bad investments, breaking of contracts between the Pope and these complexes. Or like the church, Something that there's a discovery that the Vatican is funding. Anything else? But it's a hidden. And there again, there's the woman here. It's a hidden one. There's secrets about this. It's very secretive. There's a woman in... The woman in Scarlett is here. And they're hiding her. It's a secret creation. Or a secret discovery between these two. And they're hiding her. To prevent a completion of a cycle. Yeah. To prevent fighting. This is winning at all costs. This is having harmony. They're in between. They're trying to keep... But it's a broken contract. They're almost like they're fighting amongst themselves because the deal wasn't offered to them. The appropriate one, it was too small. It was like being offered from magical stuff or magical beings or magical, like... exchanges, magic exchange. Yeah, a queen will be named who's magic. No longer a king, it'll be a queen that's named that's magic. So they'll bring offerings to a red queen. Or she will be a scarlet queen, I don't know. And this will be caught. The trap has been set, but it will be someone here will be exposed and caught from the trap with the Seven of Swords reversed. The trap will be discovered. It will be coming to light, caught red-handed by the Red Queen. I don't know. This is crazy. It's a lying queen too. Unkind and apathetic and cold. And a lying queen. Anything else, please? Anything else, please? I think this came out first. Yeah, not stable. She takes the stability. She's lying about where the money is going. At a crossroads, they need to make a decision as a collective about the world. The world and all the divine feminines and all the divine masculines all over they hold the world in their hands. Is a changing of the guard from the masculine to the feminine in some aspect. There's a path that needs to be chosen. It's been long overdue. The wheel of fortune needs to change. It's fated. People are trying to fight fate. Can't fight fate. Things are being... Money exchanges behind the people's back to what is perceived as an old, feeble man. But really, this man is very powerful. Wants to be a lord or is a lord of some kind. There will be things coming full circle. There is going to be a master magician being born. And it's going to be a female. Or the female magician will take power. I don't know. Whatever that means to you. Anything else? What? Tell me more about this. It's around that discovery. They're hiding this red scarlet queen who is a master magician who will take power. Justice is here. The Lovers in reverse and the Emperor reverse. She will not need... You see how this is a female, and this is a king, and this is a peasant, but they're both men? The scales will be balanced. Things need to be balanced. There will be no more marriage to nasty ego or to an emperor. No more service to an emperor or emperor-like people. Big nasty ego here. No longer making sacrifices either. Anything else? Need to have strength. She tames the lion. But she also can be very logical. There's a logical standpoint here. The sword of truth, Excalibur, will be seen. The truth will be spoken. Having higher sight. There's a large hawk or eagle. Anything else? Between a lion and eagle, two... Yeah. There will be fighting about this hitting your target. Fast movements, fast communication. And hitting the target. They will hit their mark. Whomever this is, they will hit their mark. With an arrow. With a red arrow of some kind. Are the markings on a red arrow? Or markings of a red arrow? I don't know what that means. But they will hit their mark. Maybe there's some type of planned attack on somebody here. In like the world stage, like the larger scale stuff. To try to silence, maybe. Because they know of the money, or there's going to be like a misdirection because it's going to hide the money exchangers. Okay, let's get some oracle. Now, these are kind of weird. I just got them. I don't know why I got these, but I have a feeling I need to use them. So, these are kind of witchy. But we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of like... I didn't know they were going to be this weird, actually. They're kind of like the other cards I got. They're just kind of weird, but cool, I guess. These are kind of like the oracle. But they're not made by the same people. So let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? Because I almost feel like, yeah, and it's so weird. These are even magic, or not magical, but these are even like almost like Scarlett or something. Anyways, what messages do you have for the collective? Ooh. Dark Moon. In the dark of your heart, number 13. 13th moon, maybe? In the dark of your heart there lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. What does this mean? There's like an eclipse or something on a 13th sometime next year. Let's see. What page? It's number 13. Number 7. Okay, page 75. Let's read it. I'll read it to you. 1 second. Okay. So new beginnings, letting go. So there's completing of cycles. It says, in the dark of your heart. Okay, we read that part. And it says, in the mystical world, the dark moon is a time of setting intentions and welcoming new beginnings. It is the beginning of the moon cycle and represents a chance to start afresh with a new and renewed energy. The dark moon is like the last stretch of darkness before the rise of the dawn. I heard golden dawn. I don't know. Whatever that is. They're like a golden light dawn or something. Rise of the dawn, or in this case, the moon. It represents hope, better days to come, and an easier road to travel. This period supports visualizing and is a great time to expand your mind. Use this time to dream without thinking about the limitations of life. What do you want to create in your life? What goals do you want to manifest? Think big. The bigger, the better. Think as if you had a magic wand. Where are you? Where is it? Magic wand. Queen of Wands is magic. Okay. Think as if you had a magic wand that would grant you your every wish, no matter the cost or energy required. If you are, maybe that's the discovery that they have something that can grant wishes. Kind of. Or they can travel time and it can grant your wishes, or you can change it. I don't know. Just kind of came to me. It says, if you are holding the dark moon card, know that there's always a chance to start again. Your situation may seem like the end of the road, but it is not. Especially, now remember, this is for the collective, okay? Especially for those who know the power of spirit. You must have hope, even when things seem too hard to bear. There is always a new moon just a few weeks away, and there will always be a new opportunity waiting for you as well. It may not come as quickly as you like, but hope is a powerful force and will set things in motion for you. Awesome. Okay, let's go. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit, you want to share? Anything else for guidance, please, about this reading for the collective of humanity? Anything for guidance for the collective of humanity regarding this reading, please? Cauldron. Okay. It says, bewitching, yes, it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Okay, 10 also talks about completion, so let's go to number 10. So something has been brewing, or something is about done with its making. 64. Keywords: transmutation, vessel, and metamorphosis. So great change. Also dispersing of energy. It says, bewitching, yes, it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire let in the brewing rain. So it says, a cauldron is essential for a witch and is often the center of her home. It has many uses, for cooking to working spells, brewing potions, and making floor washes. The cauldron is the vessel of transformation, turning materials into something useful, healing, and nourishing. The cauldron is a symbol of bringing many things together to create the things you want. Sometimes things have to be broken down before something new can be created. It may even take several attempts before you have the perfect outcome. Do not be afraid to fail or try your spells a few different times or in different ways. As you grow in your practice, you will begin to see what works and what doesn't. You will understand the signs of your bubbling pot and can make adjustments when needed. If you are holding the cauldron card, it is because there is not one path to the outcome you seek. You may have to try many different approaches to manifest what you desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means you have to develop a few different sources of income, or to find love, you have to kiss many frogs before finding your prince or princess, whatever. A spell may need to be worked over the course of many months or even years. You cannot always expect your workings to happen within the course of a moon cycle. Um, there are often things in your aura that are preventing you from becoming ready to receive what you seek. Perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before manifesting the bigger goal. Trust your intuition. Let's get one more. Okay, last one, please, Spirit, for guidance for the collective of humanity regarding this reading. Guidance for the collective of humanity for regarding this reading, please. Guidance for the collective of humanity, please, Spirit, regarding this reading. One last card, please, Spirit. Okay, no, I don't need all that. That's too many. Less cards, please. Less cards, please, Spirit. One last card. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we have this one in reverse. Nature spirits, and it says, there's the bird. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. It's in reverse. This is number 26, which also breaks down to 8, which talks about infinity. But anyways, or the subconscious. Let's see, 26. Let me see what page is that on. 116. Okay. Its keywords are sacred and playfulness. Okay. And so reverse, it says this card in reverse means playfulness. The nature spirits want to have fun and enjoy the beauty of this earth. There must be a balance in every energy, and balance to seriousness is playfulness. When you're overwhelmed, allow yourself to find or to do something silly or childish. It will lighten the mood and help you to see things from a new perspective. There are times when things are so hard that the only thing left to do is to laugh, because it's the only way to get you through it. Silliness can work wonders when times are hard. Give it a try. Yeah, again, more about this balancing of energy, and then talk about transformation, transmutation. So I'm being a vessel for good energy, or balanced energy, because we're all both shadow and light, right? We're in equal balance of both. When we get out of balances, neither one is healthy. So maintaining a healthy balance is going to be key. So I feel like the messages, I mean, there's more I could go into, but like, I am really tired right now. So I've got to respect that. So I appreciate you guys watching. I don't know if I'm going to load this up to YouTube or not. This was quite intense. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But I feel like, for some reason, I kind of feel like whoever watches it, they're going to understand exactly and be able to see it for some reason. Anywho, please take care of yourself. As always, until next time.